Hello there. How are you? I gotta get through this stuff. Thank you for purchasing the payment book. You'll see how much I made when I do my budget and everything. But I got everything up here going away. So we'll move this one out the way and we'll do the budget for May. Are you ready for May? I am. I saw this napkin. See, I'm always finding strange things that are not, I think it was in where we ate somewhere in a pack. You know how they had the packages? And so I use it for bookmark now. Hey, you can find cheap stuff to do things with. So we're going to start my budget for May. And I get paid mostly monthly and everything, but we're going to start with that and see how we're going to do things here. So we'll start about right there, okay? So this month, I try to round things up. I am not a math major, nor do I want to be. I just want enough that I'm able to do things with, and they have calculators for that. So, hey, I'm not worried about it. And I don't envy anybody that is able to do that. You know, that's good for you. Okay, so for May, education, we got $18,000. My job, the law, I kind of worked. I have lymphedema, so it was hurting this month and swelling, so I didn't really work as much out. I did in, but my education, I have a smart board where I teach internationally. So that's what that does. And then the law, like I said, I teach and work at the firm, and I just didn't do as much. So that was $3,625. The education was $18,000. I told them to either go up or go down. I'm trying to get them to round off. And they rounded up. So I said, round it off. But, you know, YouTube and Etsy, thank you so much for purchasing this book I made. My daughter helped me make. She's the technical person, okay, the genius of that. And but YouTube and Etsy combined, that money there, it was $4,107. I rounded off and added extra. It was some change there. And it goes toward the homeless totally. I just take the cash and, you know, use it for that. Anything that you send me or you bought, I double it. So this will probably be doubled. I'll just double it with my own money. But the total was $25,732 this month. And then we had, this month was, you know, to anybody else, it's very devastating. To me, it was more, I call it money anxiety. And it's not the anxiety where your heart is, oh my goodness. It's just like, I don't want to spend that much. I got it, but I don't want to do it. So I have to think about it for a minute, and then my kids go, just spend the money. You got the money. And I go, okay, I'll spend the money. Okay, but the more, especially my daughter, she will come, just spend, you got it. Just spend, would you mind? She just goes off. She's like the alter ego, my subconscious in the back of my conscience. Okay, so the mortgage, I put $1,600 on it. That's for the rental that I'm paying off now that I have renters in. And I pay $1,600 on it, and they rent it for $3,000. And electric bill was $181.58. It's going up. Yes, things are going up. I can handle it. I'm fine. You know, and some are on the budget plan. They call it a budget. To me, a budget plan is you give a number like $90. It should stay $90. Not these people. They have movable budgets. So they move it up according to when they feel like it sometimes. But it goes up according to how much they think you can afford or how much you might not be able to afford, so then they pull it back down. It's just ridiculous. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, the Columbia natural gas that heats up the house and whatever, the water, it was $153. This is the 3-month trash bill. It comes every 3 months, and it's $89.11. And we have 2 trash bins. I want to say bins. They're, you know, the totes things you roll out, and they're not bins. And then I have one for recycling. So mine's more higher than, I think, than other people. Other people have one mostly around here, and then they may have the recycle thing. And where we live, you don't have to have anything. You put the bags out, but I don't like, we have raccoons and critters and people, and we really don't have people running around here. But anyway, the neighbors are here, but just people coming in, running, you know, everybody knows everybody. Even if you don't know their name, you know they're new or they don't belong here. And so the minute they walk, everybody's kind of standing there looking at them like, where are you coming from? Oh, you live in the neighborhood? If not, get out. Who are you? And so then the cable bill went up because I added, I want to look at some TV shows. I tell you, I go back and forth because sometimes there's something I want to look at. And so anyway, it was $134.99. And that came out to $2,158.68. Okay, then we get to the credit card. Now, this is it, because it took a beating, because I don't think it worries about it, but I was sitting there going, oh my goodness. Anyway, it was $6,547.22 this month that I will pay off this month, because the refrigerator decided it was going to Fridgeland. It just totally went out. It didn't even knock or anything. It just was just sitting there like, nope, nothing's happening. Everything's melting. Get it out of here. So that's what was going on with that. So I was like, really? Okay. So then after we took all that out, we've got $170,026.10 left. And then I decided this side of my book that I had my daughter make, this is the expense side, and this side is my savings side, and I'm done. I didn't need all that other stuff, so I said, okay, I got to make a different book for a minute. Okay, so over here, pay attention, I'm over here. So some of you be aware, what's going on over there? We're getting there. So I'm investing in stock. So I have $1,000 on one in the bonds, and the other one, I had some extra money after I finished all this. So I said, stock. I like doing stock. So it's going to be $1654.02 for that. Okay. And then, let's see, down here in savings, I'm going to put $8,625 in savings in Navy Federal and Capital. Capital $5,000 in Navy Federal, $3,625. Then on this side, we have, okay, the sinking fund is a new card. It's a new one that I'm working on, and I want to say girls trip, but I need to change that because there's 2 guys in this girls trip that always come with me, anyway. And they were, like I said, every one of us have been together since preschool. We moved, changed states, we kept together, blah, blah, blah. And they decided they wanted to do this trip when we met together last month. And so I'm going to put the extra money just flew into this one. So this total extra sinking fund, I'm going to send $500 to the card. Not send, put in a fund. It's in its own fund into that fund, but the total is $794.30. And then I gotta get ready for the boys trip, you want to call it. I need another name. I want something else. Think of another name, you guys. Tell me, what should I call it? Anyway, that they decided Wait, let's do this. Okay, savings challenges. Of course, the house and the car. We're gonna put at least $2,500 toward it. We got the $100,000 savings challenge. I want to put $2,000 definitely on it. And our little tiny games that we do, I've got $452.78. I have the 78 cents. I have a change challenge that I don't do often because I never get change, but I'll color it in the little change on there and start. I think I got that from Amanda's budget. See, I did. And so we have $25,732. Our expenses was $8,705.90. And savings, we're putting, this is savings. Okay. So anything else, this whole side is savings. We're saving is $17,026.10. And if you're interested in a zero-based budget, that's it right there. I'm not worried about it. If it don't come out, I'll put it in there somewhere. I just put extra money. I said, oh, it can go over here. I got extra money. And that's the way that went. So that is for today. My budget for May. And that will be all. Thank you again for doing this. That was great. I mean, I got excited. I was just excited. I wasn't really worried about the money that you even had an interest. It was like, oh, wow. Let's go. So, budget, that's done. And I will see you again. I hope you are having that great, fantastic, luscious, lovely day. Because you can. You will. You got to. You got no choice. You got to be what? Happy. Okay? You don't want to be the little percent. You want to be on that other side. That 8% that are happy and joyous and love life, regardless of what is happening, okay? The egg may be high. You talk to that egg when it comes home. Talk to all those eggs in the carton and say, you may have been high, but I will enjoy every one of you some kind of way. Okay? So take care of yourself. Take care of your life. Take care of your thoughts. Think happy thoughts. Think joyous thoughts. Stay motivated. What do I have written on my refrigerator today? Oh, I wrote on the refrigerator for people that come in. I change it every day. And I did right. This is the year of prosperity. Mind it well. Do it well. We get one chance. This may be it. This is your shot. You got this. Love you guys. Thank you. See you later.